free? Oh my
Born a guy.
Gosh.
Who said that?
Okay.
But my pronouns are he, they. I said it in chat earlier,
Of
and
course
it's in
I just
my,
get this task right here.
and it's in
My
my Meta
pronoun-
Plus
my
bio
pronoun
and
is
other
him.
stuff.
Run.
It's
Your
also in my
pronouns
Twitch.
are
It's
he,
also in my
they?
Twitch bio. Yes, he, they.
Mine's him, bro.
Okay.
The official term is, the official term sounds weird, but the official term is a demi boy.
A deli boy?
I understand.
Yes.
I'm a straight guy, but I understand.
Yeah, same uncle.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, can you see
Bro.
me doing trash right here?
Listen, alright, if y'all don't support it, I'm sorry, but...
Hey, you sure, bro, you got, look, man, put it like this. You got one life, man. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lose, like, that doesn't affect me, man. As long as you, like, you don't kill yourself.
Judge-free zone over here.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, high five.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm
What's
saying,
up?
bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, just don't kill yourself, man. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
get, look, you gotta get money though. You gotta get money though. You gotta work though. That's all I ask, man. You gotta get some money.
I'm gonna tell you why I would say I support the LGBT community as a straight man, because like in the video that you just saw, right? Like, how do I word this? I think people in this, I think people in this world, like if we pull up this, right? So let's look at the types of intelligence in this world, right? So the types of intelligence, like the first one is sensitivity in spoken written language. So like, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is because like you shouldn't have to feel, you know, like the need to over express yourself, meaning like over, you know, project yourself. Like if someone doesn't like what you're doing, that if it doesn't harm them or harm somebody else physically or mentally, you're just doing it for yourself. You shouldn't have to, you know, be like, hey, I don't care. Like you have to express that, right? And so, you know, I just also want to show people like you can support people who don't think like you, and it goes as vice versa, because I know a lot of like gay people, or I know a lot of like, you know, lesbians who genuinely dislike men and like straight men, and understand where they're coming from. At the same time though, like I'm a straight man, and when I say I'm a straight man, it's meaning like I have different philosophies of like I have to be in control. And when I say I have to be in control, meaning like I have to be in control of my life. Like I'm not gonna take a supporting cast role in my own story. That's not, I don't understand how a man can do that. And you know, I've learned, and I had to self-reflect, is it's okay for me to receive help. You know, it's okay for me to have allies, you know? And just being able to, you know, talk, like we had to get out of this mindset of, you know, my life is the only type of life and the only type of world that I'm on a planet. Like, we got to get out of that mindset, bro. We got to get out of like, yes, we're all main characters. Yes, I'm a main character. You're a main character. But we got to learn how to play our roles, right? We have different roles to play, you know? For example, like, I'm not going to listen to people on the internet telling me that, oh, man, you're weird, or, man, you need to humble yourself, man. When my mom, my aunts, even my even my cousins, my very close friends who are my brothers, treat me like I am a king, right? And I don't even deem myself as a king, even though my name is Malik, and you know it means king in Arabic, you know. And my mom's gonna name me Solomon. I always views myself as a rookie, as a rook. And why I say I view myself as a rookie is like I always want to learn. I always learning something new. I don't know everything, you know. The different types of intelligence, you know, like for example, right? Shout out to Chef Sabe, which is my cousin. He's very into the bodily kinesthetic intelligence, where that's all about working out. You know, he has a whole philosophy of being in shape, and he's the only person in this world so far as met that I'm shout out to my Orlando, my friend, who like I want to get in the gym because he's very motivated. Because I look at him, I'm like, yeah, like I don't want to be like him, but you know I understand the journey and aspect, and he doesn't project or push or be overbearing with his ideals. And that's what I mean, where like I tell people I support everybody, is like I support people who don't push your ideals on somebody. Bro, I promise you, bro, you can be the most redneck motherfucker in the fucking world, bro, but you do not have to like push your ideals to a point of person that makes them feel suppressed or makes them feel, you know, they don't want to talk no more, right? It's called creating boundaries, right? People, you cannot get upset at someone who draws a line. It's like, hey, I don't want to talk to you, all right? If I want to talk to you, I'll come to you. Even if you feel like they're in the wrong, you have to give them that respect. You know what I'm saying? That's just that's just common sense and common courtesy. You know, that's how I was raised, right? A lot of people are not raised with common sense. A lot of people are not raised with courtesy, which is funny because I'm in the South and majority of Southern people in Georgia don't have no common courtesy. I mean, older people are cool. Most of them older people, they sometimes, I'm not going to say all of them, you know, most older generation of people that I've ran into, you know, they have some form of level of respect, and they won't talk to you like crazy. Now, some of them will. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, some of them older people will actually, you know, sit down and listen to you, right? And also, the dude in the video, he's 30 years old. And I'm talking about the one that's like, the one that's asking the question, not the one that said he was a demigod or nothing, right? The one who was asking like, hey, like, he's 33. You know what I'm saying? He my age, not my age, but he's my uncle. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't understand what that person was saying with their pronouns, even though I understood. You know, that's why I say I identify as a straight male. You know what I'm saying? Like, my whole philosophy is like, I love women so much that I had to like tell them back up. You know what I'm saying? I understand women so much that it kind of scares them that I understand them so much, you know? So, and that just comes down to like the musical intelligence, right here. A woman told me, this is what I'm saying. A woman told me that she communicates through music, and which I understand. And that means like, she basically wants to live life. She wants to have fun and live very carefree life with no drama and no stress. So she'll do anything in her life to maintain that peace. Even though on the outside surface, some people might deem that as toxic or chaotic. And I get that, right? And you know, the best advice I gave her was just like I told myself, and I want to tell everybody else, just do what you want, right? Like, don't do things that even if it's the wrong decision. If you make the wrong decision, don't blame me though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's your life, you know? And so I think people gotta understand that we are all living in we're all living in a world that it sucks, bro. Like, this world sucks, bro. Like there's so much hate in this world. Like, I have every right to hate on a motherfucker. Right, I'm in my hometown. Motherfuckers do not support me unless I gotta like go out and do the work. You know what I'm saying? They're the type of niggas. Then my hometown is the type of people be like, all right, show me first, then I'll support you. And in reality, Uno reverse. All right, bet I'm gonna put that on y'all. Show me not, but when I do it to them, I'm like, show me something, then I'll support you. They don't like that now, right? Before I wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Before they were like, oh, Malik's always going to be here. Just the plug is always going to be here. And then when I'm not there, then they get upset, get up and angry. You see what I'm saying? So it's not my job to teach people intelligence, right? It's not my job to, you know, lift people up. Like, that's not my job. Like, I'm at Chick-fil-A getting food. Random guy comes up to me. He's like, man, you ain't scrolling, are you? Like, scrolling through the phone, right? He came up to me, my age. I was like, man, I'm just playing Clash Royale, man. Just buying the time, waiting for my food. And long story short, after talking to him, he convinced me to hop on Marvel Rivals and start playing that game again because I didn't want to play because of the learning curve. And I was bored. You know what I'm saying? So, also, and that's where, like, you got to understand your level of intelligence. You got to understand the level of introspect. You know, you got to understand yourself. Like, a lot of people will look at me, right? They will look at me and they'll be like, okay, he speaks well right now. He knows what he's doing. He's engaging the audience. I'm talking with the fans. He's getting better with each video. He's outside. He's doing things, right? But they didn't see the struggle of me for a whole year doing sales, talking to over 300 people a day, approaching 300 people a day. Majority of the time, I got rejected. Like, people don't understand that, like, people are so afraid of rejection that they don't understand, they don't like the feeling of being rejected, right? I woke up, when I was born, I was rejected because even my parents, like, I love them to death, right? And I'm grateful for the life that they have provided for me, but they had a whole different set of path for me to go down, right? So even though they gave me the freedom, or taught me the freedom, I should say, taught me the freedom to make my own decisions, right? What they had planned for me to store was not what I'm doing right now. And all the success that I have is because of me. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't understand that words cut deep. People will remember what you say and how you say it. Right? So in the heat of the moment, if you say something negative or you say something mean when it wasn't really necessary in that moment, and you refuse to self-reflect and you refuse to, you know, acknowledge your mistake, then you're gonna be forever alone. And I'm not gonna feel no pity. I'm not gonna feel sorry for your sorry ass. I'm gonna literally just gonna continue to do what I wanna do. So for example, if I want to associate, if I want to talk to people, if I want to, you know, live in a world full of peace, and I see someone across from me who they identify as something else, I'm not going to, you know, make a whole video of me bashing them. Why? Who gives a fuck? Like, who really gives a fuck of what other people do? And I'm respectively saying that, right? Like, if it's not your, I don't care, unless it's like your son, your daughter, and they're at a young age, I get that. I understand, you know, you're trying to protect them from growing up too fast. And I understand that because one other problem that I have to address is a lot of people grow up too fast. I mean, a lot of my peers, because I'm only 23, right? Excuse me, a lot of my peers, I remember I was in high school, right? I thought the same thing. And when I say I thought the same thing, meaning like I put it like this. Girl goes around, you know, doing, like, having crazy sex with everybody, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, but when it was my turn, I was like, I don't want to do it with strangers. That's what I told the girl. Like, I was like, I don't care what you do. It's your body. She didn't have no dad. She didn't have no mom. Like biologically, you see what I'm saying? Even though her parents were there in her life, they adopted her, right? She didn't have no actual guidance. So when I told her that, she thinking that, like, oh, this person thinks I'm disgusting. This person, Malik, thinks he's just better than everybody. I'm gonna prove him wrong. I'm gonna just do everything negatively, the opposite of what he says or what he stands for, so I can make myself feel better, right? Because he doesn't want me at this current state. And, you know, at the end of the day, you just have to let them run with what they want to do in their life. Just like how I could say, man, people didn't want me. Then people didn't want me until I actually started doing better for myself. How I actually started becoming the man I am today. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, perfect. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to update. You know, not update. I mean, I guess update the content. You know what I'm saying? Update the system. You know, because, like, I just got, like, for example, I know I'm on the right path. I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Is because I have people gift me stuff. Like, for example, my cousin Chef Say, the one I was talking about earlier with the body stuff, the body intelligence, he giving me a dip bar. And I was like, dang, bro, it's tough to, do dip bars. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. And then Lando, I told today, I just pulled up on him. How this is what I mean, where your friends are the people. You don't have to see your friends every day, right? So me and Lando, check this out. Me and Lando haven't talked for like 3-4 weeks, right? Like hung out. You know what I'm saying? 3 to 4 weeks. We hung out first time in 3-4 weeks. Picked up right where we left off. I told him, I was like, I'm still doing it. Like I'm still working. He's still working a 9-to-5 type shit. You know what I'm saying? He's still putting that work in. He telling me like, man, we beat the stuff, but they giving us extra work. You know what I'm saying? We still got to come in. You know what I'm saying? So I only have 1 day off. And, in the fact that he said, even though he said he still want to hang out, I'm still respecting the fact that he wants to do his own thing. See, when you have friends, like your genuine friends understand that you have another life. Your genuine friends understand that your life is not their life. So when people come to me, trying to project their life onto me, like trying to make their problems mine, I'm not going for that. I'm not standing with that, right? So when people try to tell me like, oh, Malik, your ideals are naive. Oh, but I can say the same thing about y'all's. You see what I'm saying? And so I feel like Thorkel switching sides. And when I say switching sides, it's when it says like, I put it like this. Look, bro, at the end of the day, one thing I learned about the South, one thing I learned about America, I learned is money over everything, right? So why would I not switch sides? Meaning, like, why would I not support the blue party, the Democratic Party, when they're feeding me free food, they're giving me money, they're giving me women, all the baddies on the Democratic side. I'm trying to tell motherfuckers, all the baddies, like all the emo chicks. Bro, all the emo chicks on the Democratic side, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And, I think, a lot of people just, want to tear things down, where I just want to build things up. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make right. This is what I want to do. I want to just have one big party where I can just eat all the food and I can just be peaceful and have a good time and live life. So that's basically the video. I just want to say that. I hope y'all learned something today. You know what I'm saying? So, if one thing, I guess, if you didn't learn anything, go outside. Fuck niggas. I'll see you, bro. All right, bet. Now it's